In the bustling and ever-busy streets of Enugu, there lives a boy called James, a bright-eyed 9-year-old boy. He lives in a small cramped apartment with his four siblings and mother. His mother works tirelessly to make ends meet. She wakes very early in the morning to prepare for the day. Despite her physical challenges, she still goes out by 4:30 a.m. to buy goods from the village women that will be bringing goods from the village, which she will later resell in the day. With this, she takes care of James and the other children. Despite their struggles, James dreams of a better life. He wants to learn a trade to support his family. One day, he approached his mom, telling her about his plans to go and learn trade so as to be able supporting the family. But the mom said no to that idea, saying he doesn't want him to end up a street boy. The mom instead told him to continue with his education, encouraging him to keep schooling. Keep on telling him not to joke with his education. She told him to continue with his education, that she would take care of the family. He tried all he can to convince the mother, but his mother insists he goes to school, so James had no option than to continue his education. But he wasn't happy with the condition of his family. James' mother, his rock and inspiration, falls gravely ill. This was a direct hit on James, since that's his only hope to finish his education. Medical bills piled up, and the family's financial situation becomes dire. They couldn't pay up their overdue loan. James' instinct and determination to help kicks in. He makes the difficult decision to drop out of school against his mother's wish, just to support his family. James, now 15, growing so handsomely, takes on various menial jobs, from sweeping streets to selling goods at the marketplace. He faces ridicule from former classmates and struggles with the physical demands of his work. A girl, Choma, walked up to him and threw dirt on him while he was sweeping. So he was like, "Why will you do this? Can't you see where to dump it over there?" The girl replies, "Oh, did he touch you?" James responded, "Am I that small that you couldn't see me standing here?" She replied, "Anyways, it's your job. Are you not supposed to pick it up?" Despite all this, he perseveres, driven by his desire to help his family. As James works tirelessly, he begins to notice the impact on his family's life. His mother receives the medical care she needs. His siblings have food on the table. Though exhausted, James finds joy in knowing he's making a difference. One day, while selling goods at the market, James meets a kind-hearted trader, Christian and Norma. She feels pity on him and offers him a better paying job at her store. James accepts and his fortune begins to change. He was so good that he brought many customers for his new madam. Everyone was talking about him and his stride. Exhausted from a long day at the market, he's about to pack up his goods when Mr. Okoro, a well-respected spare parts dealer, approached him. Mr. Okoro is impressed by James' dedication to work, how he plays with customers and makes them buy the goods despite his young age. Mr. Okoro offers James an apprenticeship at his spare parts shop to teach him the ins and outs of the business. James, seeing an opportunity to learn a valuable trade and improve his family's life, ran to explain to his madam, asking her if he should accept. Well, she discouraged him, telling him to be very wary about strangers. James, just 15, had a second thought and rejected that offer. James served a new madam till he turned 19. In the course of the journey, he has expanded madam's shop to 4 big shops. The new madam was so grateful meeting James, but his mind was still focused on the condition of his family, how to bring them totally out of that ghetto. So one day, while going home, he met with Miss Okoro again. After the pleasantries, Miss Okoro still reminded him of his opportunity to serve at his shop. So the next day, James told his madam his encounter with Miss Okoro while going home. But this time, he told his madam that he has made up his mind to go and serve Miss Okoro. It was hard appeal for the madam to swallow, but at this point, she had no choice. James threw himself into his apprenticeship, learning everything from Mr. Okoro. He quickly proves himself to be a hard worker and neutral with customers. Mr. Okoro becomes a mentor and a father figure to James. As James' skills and confidence grow, so does his income. He is able to support his family more substantially, and their situation begins to improve. James' mother, proud of her son's determination, encouraged him to keep pursuing his dreams. James dedicates himself to his apprenticeship, learning about different spare parts, sales techniques, and customer service. He faces challenges though, like difficult customers and complex repairs, but his determination and natural talent help him overcome them all. As James' knowledge and skills grow, so does his confidence. He begins to take on more responsibilities at the shop. Impressing Mr. Okoro with his initiative and problem-solving abilities, James starts to see a future beyond his humble beginning. James' hard work pays off when Mr. Okoro promotes him to a senior sales position. He becomes a vital part of the team, helping the business expand and attracting new customers. James' family benefits from his success, moving into a better home and enjoying improved living conditions. As James' success grows, so does his reputation in the community. He becomes role model to younger people, showing them that with determination and hard work, they can overcome adversity and achieve their dreams. James' future looks brighter than ever, filled with promise and possibilities. But something still